Here's the first question from one of the EDCO samples for the papers for students sitting in 2015. Sample C, paper 1, question 1. And again, it's paper question 1, so it should be a straightforward one just to ease you into the paper. And it asks you about prime numbers. So you need to know what the definition of a prime number is, you need to know how to find them. Prime number is any number that can, any whole number that can be divided by only itself and 1. So you've got 2, because 2 is 2 times 1, 3, which is 3 times 1, 4 is not a prime number because 4 is 1 times 4 but also 2 times 2. It can be divided by a number other than itself and 1. Next number is 5. 5 is 5 times 1. 6, because it's 3 times 2. Because 6 can be divided by 3 and 2, it's not a prime number. 7 times 1, 8. Unfortunately, not only is it 8 times 1, it's also 2 times 4, so it's not a prime number. And 9 is not a prime number because it's not only is it 9 times 1, it's also 3 times 3. So our final answer is just 2, 3, 5, and 7. Now the key thing to be aware of is 1 is not a prime number. You cannot list 1. You will get marked down if you put 1 in there as well. Okay, it's not part of the definition of a prime number. Moving on to part B, we have a series of numbers there. It's quite a bit of a jumble there with commas very closely packed together, but you have to pick through it all, and they're asking you to put them in magnitude from smallest up to largest. So let's just go through these to a certain extent and just pick them away. So minus 6 divided by 3 is minus 2. Minus 3.6 is, I suppose, just minus 3.6. It's reasonably straightforward, that one. 0.5 again is reasonably straightforward. That shouldn't be difficult. 1 again is a reasonably easy number to deal with and understand. We've got minus 1 over 0.25. Well, minus 1 divided by a quarter, you might realise straight away it's minus 4. Alternatively, you might want to just tap it out on the calculator, but you'll get minus 4. We have root 9, which you should know instantly is 3. And 25 to the power of minus a half. This is the most difficult one to deal with. You've got two things to deal with. You've got the negative index, and you've also got the index which is actually a fraction. So the minus index is dealt with by doing 1 divided by the positive version. So 1 divided by 25 to the half, and you should know that to the power of a half is the same as the square root. So 1 over the square root of 25, which works out as 1/5. If you want to write that as a decimal, it's 0.2. So you've got those 7 numbers. We should now be able to put them in some semblance of order, starting from smallest to largest. Or maybe even better to say that the lowest to the highest, because the smallest number, the lowest number is minus 4. The next one is minus 3.6. The next one after that is minus 2. And you might want to sort of check them off as you go along, so that you don't miss any out. Now they're all the negative numbers, and then we move on to the positives. So we've got 0.2, 0.5. We've got, running out of space here, we've got 1 and we've got 3. So what are those actual numbers? Well, minus 4 is the minus 1 over 0.25. You've got the minus 3.6. We've got the minus 6 over 3. We've got the 25 to the power of minus a half. We've got 0.5. We've got 1, and we've got the root 9. Okay, not much space to put this in, but you get the general idea.